Welcome back to the channel. In a world that screams for your attention, where your phone buzzes, your city roars, and your feed is a constant battle for the loudest voice, we have been taught that status is loud. It's the roar of a V12 engine. It's the flash of a logo. But what if I told you the new sound of ultimate wealth is nothing at all? We are living through a profound cultural shift, a phenomenon known as stealth wealth or quiet luxury. And the epicenter of this revolution is the automobile. Today, we're dissecting the $400,000 battle being fought in the automotive world, the silent arms race. On one side, the technological disruptor, Tesla, who democratized the quiet engine. On the other, the century-old aristocrat, Rolls-Royce, who is perfecting the silence into a bespoke, multi-million-dollar sanctuary with their first all-electric coupe, the Spectre. This isn't just about horsepower. It's about a new kind of power, the power to choose not to listen. Part 1. The new economics of noise. To understand why the rich are now paying fortunes for silence, we need to talk about your brain. Neuroscientists confirm that in our hyper-connected, urbanized lives, chronic exposure to noise pollution acts as a constant, low-grade tax on our mental health. That incessant urban hum, the traffic drone, it doesn't just annoy you, it triggers your body's stress response, raising levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Your brain is forced to spend precious cognitive energy just to filter out the unwanted sound. This leads to a measurable decrease in focus, higher fatigue, and impaired decision-making. For the corporate elite, for the individual managing billions of dollars, this is an unacceptable performance drag. This constant sensory assault has made tranquility an investment priority. Silence, therefore, is not a luxury accessory. It is a strategic asset. It is a form of preventative healthcare and a competitive advantage. The ability to retreat into a sanctuary, a soundproofed, vibration-damped space, is the rarest commodity on Earth. This is why silence is the ultimate flex. It broadcasts, I am so powerful, so successful, so secure, that I no longer need to perform or be reached. I can afford to be utterly quiet. This is the philosophy that drives the entire quiet luxury movement, and the luxury car is the perfect canvas for it. Part 2. The Tesla effect, technical quietness. For decades, automotive quietness was a feature reserved for the most expensive V8 and V12 sedans, and it required incredibly heavy, complex engineering to achieve. Then Tesla arrived. They didn't innovate in soundproofing, they innovated in power source. By replacing the complicated, noisy combustion engine with a simple electric motor, Tesla made instant, near-silent acceleration a mass-market reality. The silence you experience in a Tesla is primarily technical quietness. It is the absence of the engine's combustion noise, and it's brilliant. However, once that engine noise is gone, a problem emerges. The secondary noises become dominant. Road hum, wind buffeting, and tire noise, the sounds that reflect the vehicle's assembly and material quality, become magnified. The underlying issues of noise, vibration, and harshness, or NVH, are still present, simply unmasked. Because Tesla's core manufacturing focus is on scale, speed, and software. Its soundproofing approach is good but not obsessive. It is a democratized quiet, accessible to many, but structurally limited. The vehicle doesn't eliminate all noise. It just removes the loudest source. This left a massive $400,000 opportunity for the brand whose entire existence is predicated on engineering obsession. Part 3. Rolls-Royce. The $400,000 curated void for Rolls-Royce. The shift to electric with the new Spectre Coupe wasn't just about swapping a motor. It was about elevating their core philosophy, the pursuit of the perfect, uninterrupted experience. They didn't just remove the V12, they decided to engineer a sonic void. Rolls-Royce's approach is a three-pronged architectural grade obsession that goes far beyond any other carmaker. A. The structural sound shield. The first line of defense is the car's very foundation. The Spectre is built on the architecture of luxury, a bespoke, all-aluminum space frame. Crucially, Rolls-Royce chose aluminum because it possesses a higher acoustic impedance than traditional steel. This means the structure itself is naturally worse at transmitting sound waves into the cabin. But they went further. They constructed the chassis with complex, double-skin bulkheads and floor sections, and then filled all the cavities with over 100 kilograms, that's nearly 220 pounds, of multi-layer, high-absorption damping material, including specialized foam and dense felt. They were creating a structure that was fundamentally designed to prevent noise from ever forming inside. This obsessive insulation means the cabin has an acoustic mass comparable to a dedicated recording studio. B, the micro-engineering of quiet. The next step was eliminating every tiny peripheral noise source. The windows are 6 millimeters thick, double-glazed laminated glass, creating a superior acoustic barrier against wind noise. They partnered with tire makers to create bespoke silent seal tires, a special foam lining inside the rubber carcass that acoustically cancels out the low-frequency drone created by the air resonating inside the tire. In the Spectre, even the iconic Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament was subtly redesigned and tilted, not just for aesthetics, but to achieve the lowest drag coefficient in Rolls-Royce history, 0.25. Why? Because better aerodynamics directly translates to less wind noise being generated at speed. The engineers meticulously redesigned the air conditioning ducts because the sound of air rushing through them was deemed an unacceptable level of noise. Every detail, every vibration was scrutinized. C, the curated whisper. This is the ultimate Rolls-Royce difference, the detail that truly separates them. In early tests of the Ghost Inspector, engineers achieved a noise reduction level so successful that the cabin was disorientingly silent. Passengers felt isolated, almost nauseous. The solution was not to add noise back haphazardly, but to choreograph it. Rolls-Royce painstakingly tuned every minor residual sound, from the resonance of the seat frames, which required their own damping units, to the large boot cavity, to harmonize them into one single, faint, soothing whisper. This is psychoacoustic mastery. They had to create sound just to manage the absence of it, ensuring the final result is a feeling of serene calm, not clinical isolation. The final verdict? The Spectre cruises at 70 miles per hour with an astonishingly low 63 decibel murmur, a reading that puts it at the absolute pinnacle of automotive quietness. Part 4. The psychology of the sanctuary. The quiet engine, therefore, is the gateway to the ultimate modern luxury, the sensory sanctuary. This level of silence changes the value of every other feature in the car. When the cabin is truly quiet, the planar suspension system and magic carpet ride are no longer just a smooth drive. It is an invisible floating sensation. The scent of the hand-stitched leather, the glow of the Starlight headliner, and the sound of the bespoke audio system. All of these fine sensory inputs become amplified and perfected against the pure, clean background of silence. For the Spectre's owner, the time spent in the car is less a commute and more a critical, enforced moment of digital detox and strategic thought. It is a mobile flotation tank, a place where the cognitive load is finally lifted. It is an investment in mental recovery that no amount of money spent on a louder, flashier car could ever buy. The quietness of the Tesla signaled the start of the revolution. The profound, curated silence of the Rolls-Royce Spectre marks its ultimate, most exclusive expression. It proves that the ultimate luxury is not having more. It's having control over what you let in. Conclusion. So what do you think? Has the V12's roar finally been defeated? Is this obsessive pursuit of silence the true mark of 21st century status? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the engineering and psychology of quiet luxury, please hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs a little less noise in their life, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss our next expose on the fascinating world of ultra luxury. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.